once again from York. I am not outside on the beautiful quad today, but I did find this room with this fascinating stained glass of George Herbert and just thought I needed to make my next video in here. So we are all done with our NEH seminar, and my colleagues have flitted away to the four directions, to home, to conferences, and various other activities. I'm still here in York for the performances of the mystery plays this coming Sunday. But before we get to mystery plays, let's go ahead and do one final wrap-up of the NEH seminar. During our final 2 weeks, we visited chantry chapels and pilgrimage chapels in Wakefield, Kings Lynn, and Cambridge. Our visit to Cambridge had the added bonus of being the day that the undergraduates were receiving their degrees, so there were people in regalia and furry hoods everywhere we went. We also spent more hands-on time in York Minster, learning about 2 monuments and medieval graffiti. The graffiti was especially intriguing for me. It's not really visible to the naked eye anymore. You have to go looking for it. But in the medieval period, when most of the surfaces in churches were painted, it would have been easy to see because the people doing the graffiti would have scratched through the paint to let the surface of the stone underneath show through. Unlike today, when graffiti is seen as a kind of antisocial activity, church graffiti in the Middle Ages was widely accepted. Medieval parishioners would carve all kinds of things into the walls and columns of churches. They would carve figures and symbols of protection like a cross or a ship or a daisy wheel. They would carve the images of demons and then scratch them out. They would even carve their names. Looking at this graffiti offers us a fascinating glimpse into the lives of average people. People who couldn't afford, say, a tomb monument or maybe even a gravestone, but they nonetheless wanted to leave a permanent mark and be remembered in their community. We also spent an incredible day learning about medieval devotional jewelry. We got to go into the basement study rooms of the British Museum and look at some of the pieces in their collection. This is a pretty rare opportunity, and it was tempting for all of us to go into all of the drawers and see what was in there, but we behaved ourselves. We also got to see the fabulous Middleham Jewel, which is in the Yorkshire Museum. I'm still just a little bit in shock that they let us handle this beautiful piece of medieval jewelry, which is obviously one of a kind, completely irreplaceable, and insured at around £5 million. Luckily, we didn't drop it, but they actually even opened up some of their other cases and let us handle other pieces of medieval jewelry, like badges for Richard III's vassals, and Henry IV's ring that says sovereignty. There may have been a few jokes about the ring of power while we were there. Overall, this seminar has just been an amazing experience spent with fantastic colleagues. It's really kick-started my thinking and my writing, and I can't wait to get home and start doing some new work. But first, I have lots of exciting mystery play action to catch, so onward to the wagon plays.